This video is going to be about online gaming and the decline of online gaming regarding the social aspect. I've been a gamer for more than half of my life. The game I started out with, the first game I ever really played seriously, was Halo 2. Instantly fell in love with the game, I fell in love with Xbox, and it was history from that point on. When Halo 3 came out, it changed the game. Halo 2 had already made landmarks when it came to gaming, and especially online gaming with the introduction of Xbox Live. Halo 3 really set the standard for the rest of the gaming industry. I remember from the year of 2007 to 2010, the MLG, Major League Gaming community was absolutely going insane. And Halo 3 set it off. Back then, it was completely normal to join a lobby and every single person had mics and every single person was talking and being competitive and also talking shit. And that's what made Halo so fun. That's also what made Call of Duty so fun, which has always been Halo's rival, I guess you'd say. It also made Call of Duty very enjoyable because you got the same competitiveness, you got the same social aspect back then. However, in the recent years, in the past 3 to 5 years, things have taken a downward spiral when it comes to the games themselves and the online community. So a little bit of backstory about me. I was a semi-pro at Halo 3. I wasted a lot of my time playing that game. I became very skilled at the game, and I had my own little team, and we would occasionally do game battles and everything else back when game battles was relevant. Now, as with any sport, it becomes competitive, and when things get competitive, especially with the online aspect of anonymity, people talking a lot of shit. There's a lot of smack talk that goes on. So much smack talk, in fact, that there was actually a small group of people who were dedicated to being pro shit talkers online. For real. And I hopped on that bandwagon as well as the pro bandwagon. I consider myself a pro shit talker. I actually joined a little team called the Xbox Live Abuse Team, and we would just do the most, looking back, most foolish shit ever. We would join people's parties and just throw insult after insult at them. But the thing was is that they would come back. No one ever took it because you had nothing to lose. You're playing online. There was no real threat to anything, so everyone would just talk shit to each other. However, in the recent years, no matter what game you get on, whether it be Halo 4 or 5 or War or Modern Warfare or Black Ops 4, any of the newer first-person shooters, the main ones, it's depressingly antisocial. You'll come across maybe a couple people every other game that has mics, and even fewer talk during that time. And it's a stark contrast because, like I said, you could join any lobby, and everyone would have mics, and most times you would join and people would be talking shit immediately, like that. Now it's become so antisocial that no one talks. No one does anything. There's no kind of social aspect. There's no teamwork. There's really no competitiveness. It's just like this bland experience when it comes to the shadow of its former self. And I associate that with a lot of the politics that's been going on in the recent years. So here's a little story about something that happened about a month ago in December. So my girlfriend got me an Xbox One, and it came with World at War, Black Ops 4, and a Forza racing game. Need for Speed, my bad. Anyway, I was playing World at War, and I can't remember which map we were on, but it was one of the more close quarter maps. And there was this dude who was spamming shotgun. Now, the problem with this is, and anyone who's played World at War knows how just cancerous these motherfuckers can be spamming shotgun with incendiary shells. It damn near makes the game unplayable because you got someone who is just sitting in a room or a corner, and every time someone walks by, he one-shots you every single time, and you have flaming fucking bullets. So it's a guaranteed one-hit kill almost every single time, unless you're just like a football field away. So I must have died like 5 or 10 times. I was getting pissed off because I've never been a camper. I never thought camping was fun. I don't know if it's my slight ADD or what, but I just can't sit still at a map and enjoy the game. Like, I want to enjoy the fullness of what the game was meant to be played, not just sit in a fucking corner and aim down my sights. So after about the 7th or so time getting killed by this guy, and he still had not moved from the room, mind you. He was still in the same spot, same exact spot, still being a total nuisance, for lack of a better term. So I sent him a message. And literally all I said in the message is, "You are a faggot." Whoa, I can already hear the comments and everything going crazy, and then people are just sweating away, pounding on their keyboards. Let me give a little clarification, okay? First and foremost, that is not nearly the worst thing I've ever said to somebody, nor is it nearly the worst thing that's ever been said to me. I've been called a lot worse by a lot better. And again, going back to the old days, you could say absolutely atrocious things to people. I mean, almost criminal things to people online, and no one batted an eye, and also no kind of Xbox Live enforcement action was ever taken. People would report my gamer tag. I would report people's gamer tag. It was never looked into further. Like, the report system was broken. It didn't matter. Unless you had, like, thousands of people spamming the report system, it didn't matter, because the thing is, online interaction is not rated by the ESRB, meaning you can't rate something that is improbable. You can't rate what people are going to say to you online. Also, why it's recommended you don't put children online, because you never know what you're going to get. You could find someone who's a completely cool dude, a completely normal person that's caring or whatever, and then you can find someone who's just a total asshole. There's really no in between online. So I sent the message, "You are a faggot," and instantaneously, and I kid you not, I mean instantly, almost a second, and I was banned. I mean, I was banned so quickly that I knew that he didn't even have time to go to the message to file a report for Xbox Live to ban me. So apparently, just using the faggot word in a text message on Xbox Live is enough to get you banned. And when I say banned, I could still play online, but I couldn't change my profile picture, couldn't change my gamer tag, couldn't change my bio, couldn't chat, couldn't go into party chat or game chat. I couldn't do so much as change my gamer picture. I was banned for saying faggot. Here's a little clarification of what I mean by faggot. I'm not referring to gay people, nor am I bashing gay people when I say faggot. Usually, when I say faggot, I'm referring to someone who either lacks a certain skill in a certain area in a video game, or has done something completely atrocious and is stupid. Now, I'm sure modern wave feminism and human rights or whatever will say that I am equating faggot with lesser than a normal person. And the problem I have with that is that is simply not the case. That is not what I mean. I respect everybody. I respect everybody's sexuality. I've never looked at someone that was gay and called them a faggot. I've never met anyone that was gay and called them a faggot, because I'm a respectful person. You respect me, I respect you. And to simply say that I'm using the word faggot to refer to that gay people are lesser than, it's just like, really? Like, that's the argument you have? Like, we become that sensitive? And this right here is going to sound like a cop-out, but I literally know gay people that call other people faggots. I'm not kidding. I know an exact person today I'm thinking of that has called people faggots before, and he is very homosexual. So it comes down to the matter of, why in the world are there groups of people who are protesting and holding these activist campaigns for people that either don't need to be campaigned for or don't want to be campaigned for? And unfortunately, I'm going to have to jump on this little bandwagon here and say that I feel like a lot of it's really for attention and for some kind of publicity stunt. But I still have to say this, is that modern way feminism and modern day radical LGBT communities have shaped every single aspect of life. They have shaped not only our everyday functioning lives when we're out and about, they have also shaped online interaction. And in complete honesty, if that dude that I sent that message to wanted to press legal charges for calling him a faggot, he could do so. And I could probably get sentenced or sued for some amount of money, which in and of itself is absolutely ridiculous, because it's considered a hate speech. It's not a hate speech. I'm not kidding. I was literally just watching a YouTube video, and I'm not sure who these people were. I've never even heard of the news network, but it's a real news network. And apparently, if the air conditioner is set too high in an office space, that's sexist towards women, because men are naturally hotter and more comfortable. Therefore, it is sexist towards women. You can't make this shit up. You simply cannot. So, and then there's other issues like man spreading and other just absolutely just gut-wrenching stuff that is real. Like, people seriously get offended by this. And I just think back, and I mean way back. I think back to the beginning of our country. In the Vietnam Wars, the World Wars, even before that, for our liberation from Britain. We had people that had an idea in mind, and that we were going to liberate ourselves and be free no matter what it cost us. And we have our freedom of speech. But unfortunately, there are groups of people that have used their freedom of speech to limit others' freedom of speech, which is absolutely unacceptable. We have men and women who have died for our right to say what we want to say and talk how we want to talk. And sure, hate speech should never be allowed under any circumstances, but 9 times out of 10, when someone says faggot or gay or stupid or retarded, they're not referring to the actual groups of people who identify as those things. They're referring to certain circumstances which have proved to be less than favorable, that those words are just thrown around. And I'm sure 99% of the population would never be in the presence of someone and say retarded or faggot or whatever, because it's not intended that way. And there can be all kinds of logical arguments, there can be all kinds of strange debates about this, but I feel like everybody, no matter how deluded they may seem or be, know in their heart of hearts that that is not what is meant, and it's taken strongly out of context. So take that what you will. That is the decline of online gaming, and that's the social aspect of it.